from Robert picking up his motorcycle. He called me this afternoon and said that the computer, my laptop, where I record everything, where I process everything, where I upload everything, has an issue. So, not super excited about that, but my computer is officially in the shop. But it was really cool. Robert's telling me he went and he took the guy, and it was kind of for whatever reason I picked one that was a little bit further away than one that was closer. Sometimes that's just what happens. He said that it was just absolutely the universe doing it, because the guy he asked what if the stuff in the computer was important, and I'm my eyes are great big when Robert's telling me about it. I'm like, yes, very much so. And so Robert tells him, what I use the computer for, and my channel and all of this stuff. Well, they end up having like a cry fest, him and this like tech guy, because he had lost a ton of weight on keto as well. And I'm like, only my husband can randomly find a guy opposite side of the town from us that's done keto, has lost a bunch of weight on keto, and is really, passionate about it. So I thought that was really kind of fun. But I don't know what else wrong with it. The screen kept going black, and the power button is kind of acting a little funky. So I'm trying, sometimes when things, it almost feels like it's pouring, you just kind of have to step back and say, okay, it's going to be okay. Everything is fine. My life is not falling apart, because it's not. It's just there are several things that have come up in like the last month, and all of them have been a financial implication. I'll say it like that. I don't want to say hardship, because it's not. I don't think it's going to be that bad. And I really feel like, and he made the point, that the money always does show up when it needs to. And so I just have to keep with that attitude, even when things are getting a little bit crazy. But the computer, some of the other stuff I'm more willing to put off, but the computer I am positively not willing to put off. And as soon as he called me, I was like, okay, find a tech. We have to find a tech. I can't, and I hate to make the decision of, I want to be consistent in my YouTube channel is the reason why I'm spending money on my computer. But that and my weight loss, and, there's other things that we do with the computer, obviously, but that's what's happening right now. So I am going to go live. My videos for the next couple of days might be pretty raw, so hopefully you guys are patient with me. And there might be just some random ones. Oh no, my phone is ringing. Hang on, let me deny it. So that's where we're at. Today, when I weighed in this morning, I was a little bit over what I have been, but I think it was just because I did not hydrate well yesterday at all. So today I just decided that I was going to really focus on water and coffee, and then just have dinner, But what happened is I did a P90X cardio workout that kicked my booty hardcore. I'm going to come down here so you can actually see me without all the sun. So as soon as I got out of it, I was like, okay, this is not okay. I'm exhausted, really. And I could just tell that it was bad. So what I did was I went and I just got some turkey and some cheese and some like ranch to dip it in to kind of give myself some fat. And so I tried to just eat, obviously still on plan, which, I don't know. I'm on day 15, 14, 15, something like that. And it just doesn't feel that hard anymore. It was kind of weird when I first started. Oh, that mic is here. I got it. Okay. I know it's dark. I apologize. So even though, it's weird not to have veggies, and my brain is just kind of pushing me a little bit on that, I don't feel bad from not doing it, if that makes sense. It still feels really natural. It feels really nourishing. Today was really the first time, and it was just after that really heavy duty workout, that I was like fatigued and lethargic and not sure I could make it without having something, you know what I mean? So it was good though. And I did have 2 bulletproof coffees today, and I did have that meat, and then we're gonna go home, and Robert made beef ribs, I believe. The butcher box is not near lasting. We were hoping that it would last 2 weeks, and so I guess technically yes, it has lasted 2 weeks, but the ribs I think are the last thing that we have. Maybe some bacon. So we may be having bacon next tomorrow. I don't know. But we're definitely going to have to go grocery shopping this week. So it lasted 2 weeks. So it's about what it was before, to be honest. I mean, it's not a huge monetary difference, if that makes sense. So, and it's all grass-fed, good, awesome meat. I know that next month, we've already talked about it, and we're going to switch to an all beef box and see how that is. Oh, you know what? I do want to tell you one thing. So I don't know if I've mentioned this, but you know, on the carnivore diet, one of the things that you really are supposed to have more of is organ meat. And when we first switched to carnivore, Robert was like, hell no, I'm not having organ meat. I don't like liver. I don't like any of that. I'm not interested, blah, 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 right? At all. And so I've just been kind of waiting, because I have found that as my body's changing, my flavors are changing. So he tells me today that he and Daisy shared some gizzards. We have like a little mom and pop grocery or convenience store down the street from the house. He went in there and he got gizzards. And so hang on, he needs me. So it was kind of funny because he had never wanted to do that before, and he actually got it this time. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Say hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
Excellent. He's having to ride the bike home today. So, and it is 48 degrees, so he is fully geared up. But we got the bike back. That was another of the financial things that we've been kind of dealing with right now. So we have the bike in this shop. We have his other car in this shop. We have the computer in the shop. The bike is now out of the shop, $550 down. The computer, no clue how much that's going to be, probably around $200. And then the car, let's not even talk about that, because he has a 74, well, I told you, he has a 74 bug that his like custom, the guy that had it previously had really maxed out the carbs so that it was super loud, to the point that it's probably going to end up getting a ticket kind of a situation. And so we opted to quiet down the carbs so that was not so much of an issue. So that's what he had to do, is he put it into the shop. He added a muffler, you know, that kind of a thing. So, you know, what are you going to do? So that's in the shop, and it's been in the shop for a month and a half. He did? Well, that was nice of him.
Well, he had to drain it.
That's true. He needed new gas. We had a hard lesson. Because, you know, if you own a motorcycle, you understand the fact that sometimes you're on the road and you are at the mercy of whatever gas stations are near you. And so at the end of the year, at the end of the season last season, he filled that tank up, and we think he filled it with non-100% gas, and then it sat for the whole 4 or 5 months of the winter. And so it had to, I mean, the carbs had to be clean, the fuel had to be clean, the fuel filter had to be clean. I mean, like a bunch of junk had to be fixed out of that. But now it runs like a beauty again, his beast. So anywho, I just really wanted to visit with you guys and kind of give you an update of what's going on with my computer, and tell you that we're going to be going live for a little while I try to get it all worked out. I hope y'all are having an awesome time. We will visit again maybe later today, if not tomorrow. All right? See ya. Keto on, friends.